Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash, and double honors to those great meals so I let you truth. And also to the hopeful elect that scatter abroad. I like to say, shalom. And come back here today with another great, powerful lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So the title of today's lesson is The Fall of America. So I like to say shalom to all our lessons learned. Hope this will help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So that about we're seeing the decline of America. We're seeing that, our society is breaking down. We're seeing that our economy is constantly declining. We're seeing that spiritually it's declining. And that about the love of many is constantly waxing cold. Also, our military is constantly declining. This place is constantly collapsing. And out about it, we're seeing that this place is divided. We're seeing that we have a civil unrest. We're seeing that, civil war is, about to break out. A lot of things are happening. The nation is divided. And out about uncertainties, supply chain line are breaking down. A lot of things are going on around. Strange weather patterns flooding throughout the entire United States, which in fact is AKA Babylon the Great. This place is constantly falling. It's declining. It's constantly collapsing. And everybody that, this AKA Babylon the Great has already been prophesied. This place will be totally destroyed with IBCM missiles when you go to Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse, and also Jeremiah chapter 50 and Jeremiah chapter 51 will tell you about the fall of America, AKA Babylon the Great. Also, you can go to Revelation. Go to Revelation chapter 18, also Revelation chapter 17 to tell you about, Babylon the Great is getting ready to fall. And everybody that, it's coming at a fast pace. Everything, all this has been prophesied. And out of it, we're seeing it with our own eyes. And out of it, we're seeing that the economy is collapsing. We're seeing that society is constantly breaking down. We're seeing that the world is changing around us very fast. Because out of it, the Lord is getting ready to return. We're at the end of an age. And out of it, we're in that transition of power. Because of unrighteous decrees got by deceit. You know what I'm saying? Out of it, the Lord's getting ready to translate to one people to the other. To who? To Jacob. So Esau is the end of this earth day, and Jacob is the beginning of it that fall. So the title of today's lesson, once again, is The Fall of America. So we'll open up one moment with, I got about 3 little short video clip. We'll get these out of the way first, then we'll start up the lesson. And I hope that you get edified.
Digital currency is an endgame move from our government, okay? Biden's already signed the law, putting in effect December 23rd, digital currency. This is the result that's going to happen. You're going to lose everything, all right? Nothing you own will be yours anymore. You'll lose jobs. Thousands of people will be out of work because we have no need to make money, no need to transport it, no need to nothing. Don't need bank tellers, nothing. You're not going to have a credit score anymore. You're going to have a social digital score, okay? Anything you want to do has to be done online. You have nothing to fall back on, no liquid assets. This is endgame. This is how they are going to circumvent our constitutional rights. They will control everything. They will tell you when you can and when you can't make purchases, what you can and what you cannot buy. Endgame. Time to stand up. Time to put an end to this bullshit. We need to unite. Now.
All right, the next one.
Floods in the south and north of the country. Lagos cayendo en tierra cada 15.
Okay.
Crazy. Offices will be closed. Government complexes will be closed. Schools
It's
will be
lockdown.
closed. Yes.
It's the next lockdown.
It's climate lockdown.
They're going to lock down, at least they're going to lock down Europe. I don't know if they're going to bring it to the United States. The only way I can see it happening here is that Biden nationalizes the energy supplies for the United States under a wartime emergency power,
Which you very well could do.
and then begin shipping American gas, and we're talking LNG gas, natural gas, shipping it to Europe. That's a possibility. We still have a great supply here in the United States, but we could find the price of gas so expensive that the average American won't be able to afford it.
Right. Because we're shipping it to Europe.
Yes.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed all the videos. And
Offices will be
we seeing the fall of America, aka Babylon the Great, right before our eyes. And that about it, it's only going to get worse. It's nothing going back the same. And that about it, we seeing that, America used to be a great superpower, nation police. And that about it, we're constantly collapsing. We constantly, our economy, our society is constantly bringing our infrastructure. Everything is all around us, constantly just breaking down piece by piece. And that about why is that happening? Because of the sins and all the wickedness. And that about the Lord's getting ready to judge this place. He's getting ready to cleanse this place with that fervent heat. And that about it, hey, we are here. And that about we seeing it all around us. So it's nothing going back the same. Nothing is going back to be normal. And that about, a lot of people still thinking about their well lives, but he's getting ready to change in a big way. So we get started with today's lesson. And the title of today's lesson, once again, is the fall of America. So we'll start with Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 23. And it reads, it said, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And everybody's talking about Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. And everybody said, it said, once was a great superpower. And everybody, all the nations are bucking up. And everybody, the brick nations are coming together. And everybody, they're what? They're hating the whore. And everybody, we have enemies all around us. And every hand of the wicked is getting ready to come upon a.k.a. Babylon the Great for the atrocities and all the bloodshed, all the innocent blood, which all the thieving and robbing, and everybody, recompense and judgments right upon us. And everybody, it's time for recompense and judgment. So and everybody, the Lord's getting ready to repay. And everybody, this is getting ready to be a burnt mountain. And everybody, the Lord's getting ready to totally destroy this place. And everybody, who is the hammer of the whole earth? That is America. And everybody, it was once a great nation, but the Lord is constantly collapsing America. You know what I'm saying? Decline of the military, decline of the economy, decline of our food chain line, the export and import. All these things are just breaking down. The trucking industry breaking down. All these things. So you already know total chaos is getting ready to return. They already getting ready to accept this new digital dollar. And everybody, we knowing that you won't own anything. You know what I'm saying? They say you wouldn't own anything and you'll be happy. But that about you will not be happy. That about total control. This new world order is getting ready to come into play. How is the hammer of the whole earth has been broken down? We telling you, and that about it, all this has been engineered from the left hand side. All this weather manipulating device, which in fact is hard. You're seeing hailstorm. You're seeing flooding throughout America. You know what I'm saying? Just in Jackson, Mississippi, you're seeing all that flooding. And out about, we're not ignorant of Satan, but this place is constantly collapsing, constantly declining. And out about it, this is getting ready to be a third world country. And out about it, and we have enemies all around the world. World War III is beginning. And out about it, every hand of the wicked once again is getting ready to come upon this place. This place is getting ready to be invaded by that invading force, which in fact is China and Russia too. And we constantly warn you left and right. There will be no inhabitants left here. Starvation is coming back in a big way. Food shortage is all around us. And that about the fall of America. So now, let's go to Isaiah. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Just random scriptures. Isaiah chapter 14. One moment. Isaiah chapter 14. One moment. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 10. And it reads, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? thou become like unto us. And that about it, the heathen nations, that they're constantly imagining, a vain thing, what I'm saying, that they're getting ready to what? To be the next superpower, to take up America down, what I'm saying? They're seeing that our military is weak. They're seeing that our economy is weak. They're seeing that our nation is divided. We cannot get along with one another. Civil unrest, civil wars get ready to break out. Blacks against black, whites against whites, so-called white, so-called black, what I'm saying? And that about it, we are here. And that about it, all hell is getting ready to break loose. The declining is constantly declining, constantly collapsing. And that about this place is getting ready to be a bloodbath. And that about it, what I'm saying? This place will be the lake of fire. We constantly warn you left and right. It will be the second death. And that about the Lord is getting ready to bring it. And we constantly warn you left and right. The fall of America. It's all around us. And as we seeing this place it's nothing the same. The vibration had changed. The earth is mourning. It's constantly lingering. And that about it is liking, droughts in the western coast of America. A lot of these lakes and rivers are drying up. A lot of flooding is in places that what normally would not flood, and all of a sudden flooding everywhere. And that about we're seeing that all of the time, signs of the times. We're seeing that the time is constantly speeding up. We're seeing that, what I'm saying, hey, you go in your favorite store, a lot of things, the shelves are becoming emptier and emptier. Just like Biden said that it's about to get real, a food shortage. So now, let's start back up, what I'm saying, and that about the hammer of the old earth, the hammer of the whole earth has become weak as piss water. Everybody looking at us as a joke. And that about it, this place is full of wickedness, all sorts of deceivingness. And that about the Lord is getting ready to cleanse this place. And we constantly warning you left and right. The fall of America is constantly collapsing right before our eyes. Ain't no way in the world we're gonna come back behind us. And that about it's getting worse and worse. The grinding is ceasing. You know what I'm saying? So out about it, you will not be able to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Will not be able to provide for your family. It's getting ready to happen. Everyone is getting ready to have a zero balance. You're in for a rude awakening. A lot of people still talking about their job, talking about vacation, and getting ready to be a thing of the past. You're getting ready to lose everything. So now, let's start back up. Let's go to one moment. And also, you can read about it in Matthew chapter 24. It'll give you an outline of the events. That's what's going to happen before the great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. We're in these times. We're at the beginning of sorrow. And that about they're going to only intensify. America's constantly declining left and right. We're here. At the end of the dollar. Everything is this place is washed up. It is finished. So now, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. One moment. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. One moment. And we'll start up at verse 3. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. We start up here. And it reads, and in the day when the keeper of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And that about we're looking at the outlook of America. We're seeing that a lot of people getting ready to lose their job. We're seeing a lot of people getting ready to starve in a great number. A lot of things are getting ready to happen. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing it. So the outlook is looking very bad. You know what I'm saying? Also, all the grinding is getting ready to see. You know what I'm saying? Your way of life, your necessities. You know what I'm saying? Everything. This place is breaking down brick by brick. Your comfort zone. So the outlook, when people look out, they see that, oh man, it look bad today, man. Oh man, it's bad weather today. So it's bad weather all throughout America. You know what I'm saying? Bad news all the time. Economy constantly plunging. And that about it, hyperinflation. High food prices, high food prices, high gas prices. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to get worse and worse. And that about it, the only solution is judgment. And the Lord's getting ready to bring it. So now let's start back up. So the outlook is looking very dark and dim. So when people look at their window, it's no more sunshine. Because America is constantly collapsing day by day. Now let's start back up. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the street, and when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the birds, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So the mirth is getting ready to be getting ready to cease. All the good old time, all the partying and drinking, marrying and having a great old time, it's getting ready to be cut short. And everybody, it's getting ready to be like a ghost town, getting ready to be like a third world country. And we constantly warn you left and right, this place is finished. So now let's start back up. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and we'll start back up one moment. We'll start back up one moment. I think that's all I want to get out of here. One moment. Let's see. No, let's go to verse 5. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 5. And also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the street. And that's about a lot of people gonna have their head down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna be depressed, vexation of spirit. This place ain't no more good. This is not the hammer of the earth no more. This place is not thriving. And that's about it. It is lacking each and every day, constantly. It just got holes in, constantly collapse. It's deteriorating. Left and right. And that's about it. A lot of people beginning to see that, hey man, it's getting worse and worse. A lot of people beginning to say it's getting bad. But it's gonna get all the way bad. A time of trouble that we have never seen before. Jacob's trouble, the fall of America, and it is falling it's falling very, very quickly. So now let's start back up. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24. Just a quick lesson. Matthew chapter 24. Salaki. One moment. 24 and verse 12. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And it reads, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So we seeing that wickedness is what's constantly increasing. We seeing the love of many is what waxing colder and colder. And that about a lot of people being walking with great pride. We seeing a lot of people covetous. A lot of people are unthankful, ungrateful. Not seeking a true power. And that about wickedness has exceeded the whole earth. And the Lord is getting ready to cleanse this place. And that about it, we seeing that, all of the signs of the time. We seeing that people are being deceived. We seeing that people are being a deceiver. And that about the Lord said the deceived and the deceiver is his. So that about the Lord is in perfect control. And that about we seeing, all of the atrocities, all of the innocent blood that was shed, all of the thieving and murdering that went on here. And that about the Lord is getting ready to repay. And that about it, the Lord is getting ready. It's going to be worse than 70 AD. It's going to be worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. And that about it, the Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. And that about this place will be totally destroyed with the indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. IBCM missile, they're getting ready to fly. This place is getting ready to be totally destroyed with that fervent heat. And we constantly warn you left and right. America is constantly falling each and every day. This place is finished once again. And we cannot wait because we know once this place go down and we know that the Lord is getting ready to deliver us. Woo, we cannot wait. That's what we're waiting on. We're ready for this place to be destroyed. Come on and bring it. So now let's go to 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. One moment. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. And it reads, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Verse 23, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hears, they shall be suddenly afraid. And that about a lot of people are being afraid because they seeing that these evils are constantly growing. We're seeing that the sown places are becoming unsown. Like we go to Walmart, you go to your liquor store, you go to your Home Depot, your restaurant, things are becoming unsown. And that about the storehouses are becoming empty. You know what I'm saying? The supply chain line are constantly breaking down. The imports and the export and all about the merchandise, the grinding is ceasing. And that about no more working. You know what I'm saying? The economy is constantly collapsing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are thinking they're going to get up and go to work one morning, but that is about everything is going to be under total control once they set up this digital ID, this digital society, this digital currency. Well, it will be programmable. You know what I'm saying? Digital, and also injectable, the MOTB, the RFD microchip. And that about once that happens, America with boom, it's all over. You know what I'm saying? It would be total collapse. And out about the fall of America is coming. And that already been prophesied. We seeing it just in left and right. We seeing that these truckers, you know, constantly the trucking industry is constantly slowing down. We seeing that our food supply chain line is constantly breaking down. It's getting more and more lacking. You know what I'm saying? And out about starvation is coming back in a big way. You know what I'm saying? Water shortage. You know what I'm saying? Rolling blackouts. And out about all throughout America, and out about it's gonna get worse and worse. And a lot of people gonna line up and take that, you know what, and out about it, you know what I'm saying? We are here. It is at the door. The new world order is getting ready to come into play. And out about, and also the devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath because he knowing that his kingdom has fallen. America, aka Babylon the Great, it is finished. And we cannot wait. The kingdom of heaven, it's almost at hand. So now, let's go to one moment. Let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 7. One moment. Ezekiel chapter 7, and we'll start up. One moment. We'll start up at verse 8. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 8. One moment. And it reads, now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense thee for all thy abomination. That's what the Lord is getting ready to do. That's why America is constantly declining, constantly collapsing. Verse 9, and my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense according to thy ways and thy abomination that are in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am that I am the Lord that smitten. And the Lord is getting ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? And out about that, we seeing all of the signs of the times are here. And out about all hell is getting ready to break loose at any given time. America has fallen. So now let's start back up. Verse 10. Behold the day. Behold it come. The morning gone forth. The rod has blossomed. Pride has budded. And out about it, a lot of people are walking in what? In great pride. And out about it, in great misery is getting ready to come upon them. We're seeing that flooding. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing all these floodings are going on. A lot of people right now are displaced. A lot of people are homeless right now. A lot of people don't know where they gonna lay their head in. And everybody, you know, we're seeing that, you know, it's constantly intensifying. It's only gonna get greater and greater. And everybody, all hell, all sorts of great calamities are getting ready to come before this place because of what? Wickedness has exceeded, polluted the whole earth. And the Lord is getting ready to bring that recompense. So now let's just start back up. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 11. Violence is risen upon unto a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor their multitude, nor of any of their, neither shall there be wailing of them. Verse 12. The time is come, the day draws near. Let not the buyers rejoice, nor the sellers mourn, for the wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. Verse 13, for the sellers shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive, for the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. Verse 14, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. Verse 15, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. And out about we read upon that time, the Lord is bringing what? The famine, the pestilence, the plagues, and out about war, the sword. It's all here. And out about it, you know, the trumpet has been blown. The men of the Lord, we constantly sighing and crying left and right, telling you that this place is getting ready to be destroyed. And out about it, we are here. It is at the door. We seeing all of the signs of the time. Your world, as you know it, is getting ready to change. And out about it, this place is getting ready to be a nightmare that you have never seen before. A time of trouble that we have never lived before. And out about it is here. Jacob's trouble is right upon him. Any given moment, all hell can break loose. So now let's drop down to Ezekiel chapter 17. We'll drop down to one moment. We'll drop Ezekiel chapter 7. We'll drop down to verse 19. This is getting ready to happen. Ezekiel chapter 17 and verse 19. Salaki, one moment. A little bit sleepy. One moment. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. And it reads, they shall cast their silver in the street, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. And the Lord's wrath. They shall not satisfy their soul, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. So when they call, when that digital currency come into play, December the 13th, then everybody did, your gold or silver, which in fact are your petrol dollar, your money, the resource that you think that you have, you think that you're a good case, but that about it will not save you. Everything is getting ready to be what? Programmable. And that about they will have what? Total control. And that about a lot of people, their wealth, and they think things that they have would be a stumbling block, it would be a snare, and that about it would cause you to what? To be destroyed. And that about it because you did not prepare. And that about the only way you can prepare is what? This wisdom, this knowledge, and this understanding. And that about it, we're coming upon that time. And a lot of people will be faint, or a lot of people going to go give up the ghost. And that about it, your money will be no more good come December the 13th. But a lot of people still are thinking that we are playing games, and that about the game's about to be over. And that about it, a lot of people walking around with stacks, putting money up to their ears and all that is getting ready to be useless. And that about it, it's getting ready to make you a petrol slave. Anyone that would not submit will be what? Will be trodden. Anyone that consents a lot will be trodden underfoot. And that about it, a lot of people going to line up in desperation. A lot of people going to be trying to save their life, but they're going to what? Lose their life. And that about it, because they're going to keep thinking that this fallen kingdom, still trust in the strength of what? Of this confusion. And that about it, it will only lead to your death and destruction. In the middle of the Lord, we cuss and sign and cry. We are here. It is at the door. So now, let's go to one moment. Let's go to Jeremiah. One moment. No, let's go to one moment. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 24. One moment. We'll go there. We'll get ready to close out. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Isaiah chapter 24. One moment. Isaiah chapter 24. And we'll start at verse 4. And it reads, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world language and fadeth away. And the haughty people of the earth do language. And everybody, we seeing that, we seeing that this earth is constantly what? Fading away. It's constantly what? Declining. We seeing that, the Lord is getting ready to usher in a kingdom of righteousness. We seeing that the vibration is changing. We seeing the haughty of the pride is what? It's declining also. The Lord is making everything. He's bringing everything down. You know what I'm saying? He's getting ready to set everything back into order. And out about it, we're seeing that a lot of people beginning to see that this place is finished. So now let's start back up. Verse 5, and it reads, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, broken down the everlasting covenant. Verse 6, therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Verse 7, the new wine mourneth, and the vine language, and all the merry-hearted do sigh. Verse 8, the mirth of the tabret ceases, the noise of them that rejoice in it, and the joy of the heart ceases. Verse 9, they shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come into it. And what is that city of confusion? That is America. All society is breaking down. The economy is breaking down. Our military is constantly declining. Everything around us that we see and know, it's nothing going back the same. This place is finished. And everybody, a lot of people are thinking about the good old time. There will be no more good old time. All darkness and gloominess is right upon us. And everybody, right now, this is the what? This is the storm before, all hell break loose. And everybody, the quiet before the storm. And everybody, we are here. And everybody, hey, out the wild will be no more talk. And also, famine of the word is coming in a big way. They're getting ready to shut this truth off. And everybody, the Lord say, they shall seek me early. And everybody, hey, we seeing it. This place is constantly, our world is what? It's collapsing all around it, because the Lord is getting ready to usher in the what? The kingdom of heaven. So now, let's go to one moment. Let's go to We'll close out here. Let's go to let's go to Revelation chapter 17. Before we close out, Salaki, Revelation chapter 17, something I want to get out of here. Revelation chapter 17, and we start at verse 16. And it reads, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. Salat. Verse 17, for the Almighty has put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Almighty shall be fulfilled. And everybody, it's talking about NATO, United, UN Union. And also it's talking about these BRIC nations all going to come together against the whore, which in fact is AKA Babylon the Great. And everybody only fulfilling the Lord's will. And everybody, the Lord is getting ready to destroy this place. And everybody, all the sin of this place had reached into to the heaven. This is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Because Sodom, all of the wickedness, and it's great. And also, this is our second bondage. This is the house of bondage. And the Lord is getting ready to come deliver us out of this place, out of our last captivity. We're remembering ourselves. And we cannot wait. We know once this place go down, we know our great deliverance is right upon us. And our salvation is very close than we yet believe. So we rejoice. We're seeing that this place is constantly falling, collapsing, declining. We're seeing the society is breaking down, and everybody, America is finished. You know what I'm saying? It's no revising this place. It is done, and everybody, it would be no inhabitant left here. Those ICBM missiles is getting ready to fly. They shall burn the whore, and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Russia and China troops, also those BRIC nations in collaboration, you know what I'm saying? And the UNU, all of the hand of the wicked is getting ready to come upon this place. And everybody, we constantly warning you left and right. We are here. It is at the door. So let's close out in Job chapter. I hope I wasn't rambling. Let's close out in Job chapter 20 and verse 22. One moment. Job chapter 20 and verse 22. One moment. Job chapter 20. Job chapter 20. One moment. Job chapter 20 and verse 22. We'll close out here. One moment. And it reads, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strait. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, the Almighty shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So that about we knowing that this is his last move. This is his final stand. And that about he's getting ready to make this move, this new world order, this global reset, one world government, one world currency, one world religion. And that about the Lord said he will not be able to perform his enterprise. And that about this place is finished. He's trying to reset everything. And that about the Lord is getting ready to reset everything. Because you know why? The kingdom of heaven is right at hand. And that about it that he will not be able to perform his enterprise. So we're seeing all of the signs of the time. Food supply chains are breaking down. Food shortage. We're seeing that the economy is constantly collapsing. We're seeing the end of the dollar. We're seeing the love of many is constantly waxing cold. We're seeing that, you know what I'm saying, that this nation is divided. And that about what? America has fallen. And cannot get back up. Woo, we cannot wait. The kingdom of heaven is almost at hand. So the title of the day's lesson, once again, is the fall of America. I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rikakadash. I like to say, Shalom.